Good evening, race fans. Relentless Racing League. We have finally survived Talladega. We are bringing it down to Phoenix, going from one side of the U.S. to the other, cross country. Man, I'm glad Dega's over. It was wild all last week. It was wild, wild finishes, wild racing. But I'm gonna tell you what, it's gonna be even wilder tonight at Phoenix. These ARCA cars, Gen 4, whatever you want to call them, too much horsepower, not enough track. I heard somebody just clabber into the wall. Well, we got about 3 minutes now. We're watching a few of them run practice laps, trying to get all of it in. You got Hendricks up on the pole, but Brandon Banks and Schaefer are not too far off of them. Newcomer in the field tonight. It's going to be Adam Alshire. If I said his name wrong, feel free to correct me. Unfortunately, we will not have Ed Morris Sr. Or, yeah, one of them had a computer crash. So, unfortunately, he will not be with us tonight racing. But man, we've got about 3 minutes to go, so we're going to give a quick little shout out to Whiplash Sim Cams and Martin Sports. A big shout out to both of those sponsors. Whiplash came in with some cameras for this season. Awesome. If you ain't got them, check them out. And Martin Sports. Well, that's enough said for that. And you can click that link right there and see some of the great merchandise he makes. Custom embroidery, hats, shirts, you name it. He can do it. Even some stickers. Tonight we are 3 races away. We got Phoenix, Iowa, and Pocono before we round into the playoffs, the championship 8. As of right now, those 8 drivers are Davey Hendricks, Brandon Banks, Mr. Kobe, Brandon Schaefer, Brandon Park, Ed Morris, Michael Newbraw, and Josh Van Gore. Sitting right there on the bubble within striking distance is going to be Edward Morris Sr. Unfortunately, I believe with him missing the race tonight, that might knock him back a little bit further. But Gatlin Downey and Christopher Wages are both right there in 11th. So, and they're only about 30 points behind cutoff spot on the playoffs. You got that right, Bonafide. We've had a hell of a week with Dega. Now we're taking it to Phoenix. I'm about like you. I'm ready to get it. 25 seconds left with some practice. We're going to go ahead and get some of this out of the way. If you will, take a moment. So we go for our national anthem brought to us by the Hutchison Brothers.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming,
whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air. air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, right there you are seeing that we are riding, watching Brandon Parkes. He gets that qualifying lap in. Drop the screens down a little bit. See how he's going to handle that. Right now, Davey Hendricks sitting on the pole. Rookie of Relentless Racing League, Adam Alshire, just put in a P2 on that qualifying. Let's see if we can drag Mr. Super Speedway himself up here tonight. Ed Morris, he put in a P2. Leandro Bonina, unfortunately, had a bad race Xfinity. Almost had that win locked up, but God just wasn't looking down on him for that. And he does finish that lap in style. Joseph Nowback, another one who is a newcomer into the Relentless Racing League. He's going to put him in a P6. Drew Holman running that 6 Viagra, hard charging to the front, but he's going to be stuck in 8th. Brandon Park, like he just finished up that second lap, and he is going to be up to the 5th. And Michael Newbrawls, here he comes finishing this lap up. That's going to put him in 6th. 10 qualified, 9 didn't. 18 car field tonight. Anybody? There we go. We got Brandon Banks. Banks is trying to get that qualifying lap in, see if he can get up there with the rest of the Brandons. Schaefer was able to steal the pole away from Davey Hendricks. And SDK is starting to have hiccups again. There we go. You can see right there a field of about 11. Field of about 18. We've only got 11 out there putting laps in. Now we're riding with Jason Hastings. Bakersville, California. I've got to make a little drive through Bakersfield here soon. Jesse Priss, he's putting that 0 in. Going to try to get up there towards the front. He looks like he's going to be in 10th on his first lap. See what he can get to us on the second one. He can better his P10 start. He was able to move up to P6. Not too bad of it. All right, there's where they're all looking to get into that victory lane. They believe we've got Mr. Super Speedway going to be joining us here soon. There we go. This is going to be a beautiful night race tonight. It looks like we've only got, and SDK just crashed again. I don't think they've quite loaded in. Here we go. Well, I believe they're having their drivers meeting there. We're starting to see everybody start loading in. I was a little worried SDK was going to act up. It's not been being very friendly here lately. If you know anybody that has ATVO experience, have them get in contact with me. I might have a job for you if you have some ATVO experience. And before we go green too, let's give a quick shout out, some news. Send your prayers and thoughts with Gary Sack, as he's got family issues and some family is not doing too good. So keep him and his family in your thoughts and prayers tonight. 65 laps at Phoenix. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready for it. Judges seem to be pretty quiet tonight, so they're going to have to get a little active for me. None of y'all out there, and ain't none of y'all talking. Bonafide's out there earlier. He was ready for some racing. See that green flag's fixing to drop down right there on Rattlesnake Cam. This is out of the Mandarin 3D 65. He does some great 3D printing. Schaefer Hendricks, front row. Adam Morris, second row. Flags drop. Here we go. Let's see how this rookie does amongst the front of the pack, because he is up there with some hard hitters.
I wouldn't count that 12 car out of Adam Alshire. He's been around the league quite a long time. He's a good, clean driver.
I'm glad you updated me on that, because I seen him come in today and pick a number. So if I don't know any much about him, I just assume they coming in wanting to race with some big boys.
Yeah, he's been around us quite a while.
I guess it's more of a welcome back then.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Man, I'm glad you made your way up here. I was beginning to afraid I was gonna have to just start singing or something. Pass the time.
I was running
Driver's
Xfinity
meet.
race.
Oh, Josh Vanguard going on the inside of one. Now that is a rookie, Joseph Nowback. This is about his third race?
I think so. He is
3 wide. They doing it already.
He is new to iRacing in general, so he's kind of. I think he's still getting, comfortable.
Hey, I have to say though, I have been seeing him put in some practice laps, so he is trying his best to improve. So
he'll get there, and that's one thing that I will say in our league here in Relentless. We welcome all newcomers, and feel free to ask in help in chat in our Discord for help. There are plenty of people that will, if you can set aside the right amount of time to, hop in a session and help out, give you some pointers.
Man, I'm going to tell you what, I am glad we are done with Dega.
I don't even want to talk about it.
How'd that race go for you last night?
I got screwed pretty bad. Pretty early. Yeah, I'm still a little salty about it, but oh well, it's racing.
Oh, do they have any? You can always find you a water barrel at the end of pits to wash the salt off. If you know anything about that.
Yeah, I've heard about them water barrels.
Yeah, they don't do no damage, to, physical damage to your vehicle, but boy, they mentally really screw your motor up. It's like a bad ex-wife. It's mind games. Your car looks good, but you can't go nowhere. And right there is that 59, I believe, Leandro Bonina. He is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the sponsor of this race with his 3D printing service.
Right on.
And he's another one who had a rough Talladega week. It was bad for him. He was so close to getting his first win in the league, and
He was.
the caution gods just frowned upon him. I guess that's about all you can say. Yeah, Rafferty out there, he knows that Dega was rough. We ain't seeing too much of battles anywhere. I mean, Hendricks and
No,
Schaefer's pretty much checked out pretty good distance from Morris. Or actually, Schaefer's checked out. That's Morris and Hendricks fighting right there.
bad. Morris and Hendrick aren't fighting; they're teammates. They're just riding.
But yeah, I'm glad Dega's over. I mean, the racing's good, but man, we're getting closer and closer to these playoffs. I mean, we've got
Well,
3 races.
that was our first race for the playoffs in the Cup Series, and I finished last.
Well, if you didn't win, that's where you might as well finish.
Now I could have stood some points. Some points would have been nice.
I'm gonna tell you what, right now though, we've got 3 in the ARCA before we hit our top playoffs with the top 8. And that cutoff spot's gonna be pretty close. Unfortunately, I think Morris Senior may be dropping out of it because of his computer issues.
Morris Senior, yeah, that's unfortunate. I think he's waiting on a new one to show up.
I need to get in touch with them boys at Jabbit PC. Pretty sure I've been talking to them about upgrading mine, so they got some pretty good prices. Oh, they're speaking
I'll
of that
tell
12.
you what,
Tell me, Matt. Tell me.
if you've got the ability to do it, building one's not a bad way to go.
That's a,
Wow, Brandon Park just punted the 12. They both saved it. Man, that was a hard hit. Lifted the whole rear off the ground.
Yeah, that was the way I went. Was I built my own. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I built it for about $900.
I just built one, and as several months ago, but one of our league members here is very well versed in PC hardware, and I told him what I wanted it to do, and he put me a shopping list together. I ordered it because I don't know nothing about any of that stuff, but I can put it together.
Yep, right there is that man that is the IT's PC guy with Relentless, Josh Vangor.
That is the man. And I'm very happy with my computer. It costs a little more than $900, but I don't want to talk about that. Schaefer's running just a little bit faster laps than Davey. Ed Morris was comparable, but I think he's just going to hang out behind Davey until it matters. Brandon Schaefer's no slouch, though. It's going to be hard to catch him.
Yeah, Bobby's right. He might get That is going to be 5 times that. Yeah. Well, I'm looking at the video card right now. We got to update a little bit of that. So
Goodness, Bobby. Yeah, that'd be divorce in my house if I spent 5 times what I spent on mine.
shoot, I'm just trying to hold out maybe a tax time or something, or I can get me a good video one, which mine ain't too bad, but it's good for just doing normal stuff.
Well, iRacing's pretty CPU dependent too.
Mm-hmm.
Single core speed's real big on iRacing. It's using an old engine that hasn't been updated in over a decade, I believe. Last I heard.
And Banks is
got this.
Park's having a little bit of trouble with that car. If you notice, coming out of that dog leg, he gets kind of fishtail.
I'm tell you what, I'm not a big fan of this track.
You
At
and
all.
me, it makes 2 of us.
The 12 is disconnected. Did he? Brett?
I'm not seeing him.
Wonder what happened there. But the SRX series is back tonight for the first race.
Yeah, I saw them last year up at Nashville Fairgrounds for their finale. That was pretty awesome to watch.
I like it. It's fun to watch. Well,
This has been pretty spread
pretty
out.
tame. Yeah.
I'm not seeing no real close battles anywhere.
No, everybody's pretty spread out, single file. Nobody really doing much.
And Van Gore and Hastings look like they may fix and have them a little battle back there for that P10 position.
Yeah, I think that's, yeah, I just saw that.
Van Gore, he's been one who's had him a pretty rough running here lately.
Has he? 100% honest, I'm not really up to speed on what goes on in the ARCA and truck series. I know the drivers, but I don't pay attention on the season or not.
I try to.
Well, you broadcasting, so you kind of got to.
I've got post-it notes all over my wall.
I got the Xfinity series to worry about, and worry about trying to stay alive in the Cup series. That ain't working out too well for me.
I have the same luck in the truck series. But yeah, everybody's pretty much spread out. Your top 5. I'm not seeing. That's about the closest battle as Holman gets to the wall, and that's going to open up the door for Tony to try to look on the inside. Tony's going to take it. Holman is fighting that car. That car is hard to drive. Coincidental, Viagra is sponsoring it. You just put that together, didn't you?
Yeah, that's not Tony. That's Drew Holman.
Yeah, that's Holman repping that Viagra scheme.
Yeah, I kept saying Tony. We are used to Tony, the league owner, being in the number 6 Viagra car, though. That's about all he runs.
He likes to have those spicy moments, and I'm sure Viagra is a good sponsor for those spicy moments. I might be able to for a job after this one.
I think you'd be alright.
Well, we got a little bit of battle of the 54 and 56 going at it. Brandon and Michael. Both of them are in the playoffs. Michael's more on the bubble than Brandon is.
Well, we take the top 8
Top
in
8
ARCA.
in ARCA.
Top 8. So they got a few weeks.
They've got Iowa next week, and then they are wrapping up the regular season. It's going to be at Pocono.
Boy, that's not a big fan of Pocono either.
And then when we start that championship 8, we taking it to Kansas, Bristol, Homestead, and gonna wind it all down on the West Coast at Auto Club.
I don't hate those four tracks now. Those that's a good little playoff schedule there. I like that. Homestead is not my favorite, but Kansas, Bristol, and Auto Club are a blast.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on Phoenix or Homestead, really. They kind of
Yeah.
feel about the same to me.
That's where I'm at with them. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people in chat like, oh, they're completely different, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. They're the same.
Got a nice little four-way battle starting to brew right there. Going to be with Tony, Drew, Jason, and Josh. All kind of caught up with each other.
Yeah, they have. Let's see what happens here. Let's see who saved their tires. And 33's pitting in. Brandon Park. 49
Hastings,
just got big loose
Yeah.
coming off that turn.
something caught. He found traction for a moment. Luckily,
Yeah.
luckily Van Gore wasn't caught up in it.
I have to let Vanguard know his numbers are backwards on his roof. Is he on Exiled Sport Gaming? Is that
That's ancient world gaming.
is that
Sponsor
the on the team?
He's Exiled Sports.
They all have their numbers on upside down. Why, Bobby? Maybe he'll answer us in
They're
chat while they
they're-
do that.
Josh is an IT guy. He is not the paint guy. That's Bobby. You want your car and computer running good? They got you. You want your paint right? Bobby's got you. I don't know. Let's take a closer look and see.
Getting a lot of green flag pits here.
Yeah, it's really going to start opening it up. I mean, halfway through already almost.
Yeah, it's gonna be a quick race.
See if we can get. No, his numbers look good. Yeah, his numbers are good.
Oh wait,
You're backwards.
no man.
You're backwards.
Well, that ain't the first time I've heard that. No, they're facing the outside wall. They should be facing the inside wall.
Hey, it looks good on the broadcast, so
No, it looks fine.
they're normal. They look normal for me. Hey, at least his numbers match his car, matches the tower numbers. So
Yeah, that helps. Like Josh Vanguard stayed out there and let himself a lap, get him a point.
tell him, Bobby, get him, get him. He's gonna have you at the holler after this race.
I ain't scared of Bobby. There goes Josh finally going in. Let's see.
I think he may have been also holding out for a caution. Everybody coming out with fresh tires.
Looked like Ed Morris may have had a little bit better pit stop than Davey. Come out second out of that.
Matt couldn't do push-ups. His beard get caught.
Push-ups? No, ain't nobody telling me to do push-ups. I had enough of that crap in the Navy. About the only physical energy I do now is 12-ounce curls. Well, I gotta be 16 ounces right now.
Oh,
Tall
yeah.
boys.
I done some 40, or what was the 24-ounce ones last night. I think Schaefer's pretty much, he's walking away with it. He's got a 3-second lead over Morris. Are we going to have a caution-free Phoenix race?
It is trending that way.
.25 to go. No more pit stops. The green flag pit stops will be needed.
No, I wouldn't think so.
I'm not seeing no real battles or anything going on. Got teammates Morris and Hendricks. They've kind of caught up with each other.
Yeah. Now, next season, we got Ed coming up to Cup, qualified for Cup eligibility list at the All-Star race. Brandon and Davey will be moving up to Xfinity, and that's gonna be fun to watch. The Xfinity cars are Davey's favorite, and I know Brandon loves them too, and they're both fast in them. So that's going to be Xfinity Series next season. I think it's going to be fun to watch.
I
Cup
think.
Series has got some competition coming up too now, which I guess I'm just going to end up a back marker.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it.
No. I'm just going to block Bobby all the time when he tries to lap me. Oh, here goes Bobby being all humble, saying he's not going to be fast in chat.
I know.
I don't even want to hear it.
Get your ducks in a row, Bobby.
Yeah. Just Bobby, there's no crying in the Cup Series. Well, we got 20 to go.
I'm going to say your top three. Unless something drastic happens, you're going to have Schaefer, Morris, and Hendricks.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure out how to get around Vanguard here. If not, Schaefer's just going to pull away. Got a big 3-second gap on them. Oh, no.
That was close.
Wow. Now, see, in this position right here, Josh isn't really... He's a lap down. How many laps is it? Just one?
Just
yeah,
one.
just one. I think if it was me in this situation, he's fine right now as a lucky dog. If a caution does happen to come out, I think me personally, I'd let 2 and 3 by, and then fall in behind them because there's a decent gap behind 2 and 3, and you're still the lucky dog. You're not losing anything.
Well, with that too, Vanguard's tires about 4 laps newer, so
I don't think I'm not sure that's going to help him much with these two guys. Not to take anything away from Josh at all. But these guys want to catch Brandon. They're gonna have to start now.
yeah.
I don't know if they got anything for him. I wish they did, because that's 2 north-south drivers right there.
And you know, Schaefer has been in the right place at the right time. It's wild when I say this. He's got 4 wins this season, but he's still sitting in fourth in points.
I think he came in late.
He's 2 to 3 races out. And Kobe not being here tonight, that's going to drop him.
Yep.
I think Kobe's got enough of a cushion, though. He might can survive in the top 8. But Davy's got 3 wins and Banks has got 2. I mean, it's playoffs are going to be looking pretty interesting when they start in a couple weeks.
It is. And I think those tracks are going to be a little bit, tighter racing. Field's kind of light tonight too, though. We got
Not, well,
no
12.
14.
15 registered, and we only got 12 still
14.
racing.
Oh really? Oh yeah. One of those things about running a league, every season, towards the end of the season, the fields just get lighter and lighter and lighter. And
Oh, Hendricks bounced off the wall right there.
yeah, you don't see that very often from him.
He's trying to bring up the broadcast scene if we're talking about him.
He does like to hear about himself.
It's been a pretty mellow race. We've got a little bit of a battle brewing up between Hastings and Holman, and then where's Bangor go? Yeah, he's still up there. Yeah, he's staying where he's gonna make sure he gets that lucky dog.
Yeah, we got 10 to go.
Hastings and Holman, they battling out for that 10th position or not.
Yeah.
Hastings' car is all over the place right there going down the back stretch.
And hell, Davey and Ed may be just content with where they are.
Yeah, I don't see Morris or Hendricks really pushing the envelope. I mean, they're both in the playoffs. The only one that I can see trying to push it would be Park, trying to get to the top 3 with the podium, but he's got 5 seconds back.
I think that finishing order is going to stay just like it is. right now with Brandon, Ed, and Davey.
Brandon's actually coming up on Hastings and Holman right now, which they're battling for position, so he's pretty much got to make his own way around it. There he goes. Hastings.
Hey, it looks like Hastings just put a little bit of bumper to the 6 car. Ran it way deep.
And open up the door. That's gonna let Schaefer get around and put one more car lap down.
Yes, it is. Now 49's a lucky dog. Now Josh has got some work to do. But I don't think that caution's gonna come out.
I'm not. If it is, it's because somebody streaked across the track.
Maybe one of them hot dog them cautions that they threw back in the day were a hot dog wrapper.
Yeah. Oh, we got debris on the track. Caution. 3 to go. Let's re-rack them. Make it interesting. That's what you need to do. Tony, if you hear me, throw the caution. Stack them up.
I mean, I got a button over here. Oh, Josh is about to go underneath the 49 to get that lucky dog position. Oh, and hooked him. Hooked himself. Davey goes around, keeps it off the wall. Wow, what a...
Oh, my God.
Josh just tried to push that, got a little loose and went high. Just did miss the 7 of Morris.
Tony didn't have to push the button.
No.
Boy, chat is going to hate me now. Boy.
Davey kept it clean off the wall. I think Josh may have got the biggest brunt of that deal.
I think got back. Did Hastings lose
No,
speed?
Now look, I'm looking at the stream. I got a different paint job for Josh than you do. I don't know what happened there. They are going in for freshies, it looks like.
Braden Banks is up to date.
It's going to be a green-white checker, I believe.
It
Anybody
was
staying
4
out?
to go. It was 4 to go. It didn't fall into it. I think Hastings just slowed down and Bangor tried to go on the inside.
Yeah, I think Bangor got down on the apron there, kind of got a little wiggle and came up the track.
Oh, Morris barely.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Hendricks.
Boy, that was a Code Brown moment for Morris, I guarantee it.
Hendricks may have got a little bit of damage, but I wouldn't say it being too much. Well, Schaefer did not want to see that, and Schaefer, I believe, stays out.
No, he didn't.
Schaefer, Morris, Hendricks stays out.
No, they pitted.
Oh, yeah, 63. They just came out. That's my bad on that one. Ooh.
Let's see.
Thinking.
Davey got a little bit of front end damage on the left front fender, but I think he'll be alright. Right front fender too. I think he'll be okay.
I knew if I kept talking about cautions, we would have one. I hate it was at
I know,
Bangor's
we've been saying it forever.
I hate it was at Bangor's expense. Sure as hell, but I ain't gonna get no PC advice now. And he's one of those drivers too. He's right there on that bubble. He's needing a good finish tonight. She's still got 2 more races left, but points matter. Those bonus points really helped him, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, Josh right now is sitting 8th in points. Looking at it, let's see, where's Hastings running?
Hastings is sitting in 12th. He's one of those
12?
ones that
Okay.
Downey, Wages, and Hastings are right outside the bubble. and Senior is literally on the bubble.
I think Josh will be fine after this race. He's well ahead in points of 12th. Well, actually, he's 30. He's 21 points ahead of 24 points. Man, math is tough.
Yeah.
Actually, not even 20.
Well, you know Schaefer did not
I'm
want
not
to see
even
that
gonna do
caution.
it right now.
Look who we got up there sitting in P4. Jesse Prius.
Yeah.
He's one to watch. He ain't got him a win yet, but
Well, we're gonna go and come to green right here for this green-white checker. See how it plays out.
playing out, there's not many cars left.
There isn't.
You see Barney's got the flag out.
Brandon Schaefer got a good jump. And Morris gonna try to hold him down there and take him on the outside. He's got a little bit of a run. Oh, Brandon Schaefer gets loose. He's around. Another caution. Oh, no. Wow, led the whole race.
I said nothing on that one.
Wow, what happened there? He just
Jump up to him.
think he just may have driven in a little deep. Maybe got on the gas a little. Yeah, probably got on the gas a little too early. Schaefer was holding him down low, and it just didn't work out. I mean, Ed Morris.
Yeah, it looks like that car just looped away from him.
Yep.
Well, debating on when the caution came out. Schaefer may, I don't know. Oh, we have a lot going on back there behind it. Oh, 76. That's going to end Tony's night.
That's unfortunate.
I see what you was talking about the paint. I had him as a white one. It's now blue and pink. Trading Paints may have missed it.
It looks like the 76 kind of saw it, checked up a little bit, and the 6 just did not check up in time.
Too much
Probably
bag.
didn't see it. Yeah. Driving it too hard. Well, I bet Brandon Schaefer's mad at himself.
He might be able to recover. It didn't look like he got too much damage.
He don't have a lot of damage. This is the last green-white checker, and he's got a lot of field to make up in 2 laps.
Oh, yeah. Especially considering everybody's starting to... well, everybody's still pretty much on new tires because they pitted 63.
Oh, yeah. They just getting them warmed up.
Mm-hmm.
And Davey and Ed, teammates, they're going to be controlling the restart here, so I don't see a lot of people making up too many positions because they're not going to race each other for the win. I mean, they might, but they're not going to push it to the point where they're going to wreck each other.
Well, y'all need to start following over on the hopefully Twitch won't catch me on this one, but the kick.com, because we're going to start broadcasting a couple races over on that stream service. Same name, Southern Broadcast RN. We're going to be over there too here shortly. So Morris and Hendricks. Let's see who's. Well, they both have wins, so
Oh yeah, they're both locked in.
yeah, I'm like you. I feel Schaefer's pretty mad at himself right now.
Well, let's see where he's starting. P6? No,
He's
7?
gonna be back in that third row.
7. That's a lot of ground to make up here at Phoenix in 2 laps. I just don't know if he can get back to the front that amount of time. We'll see. I'll be impressed if he does. Probably take notes.
No, 54 got a Banks got a heck of a jump.
Yeah, he did.
Jesse's going to the inside.
Davey drove it a little deep, a little tight. Can he hold it off? Yeah.
Well, Jesse's right there 9. He's wanting it.
He is. He's eyeballing it, that's for sure.
Look who snuck into P4. White lap.
White
Caution's
flag
out the window.
here. Yep, this is it.
Park found his way up to P4. Schaefer, I believe he's going to have to settle for a 7th.
Yep.
Edmore's going to take the victory, take that checkered flag. P2 belongs to teammate Hendricks. P3 goes to Jesse, Brandon
Yes.
Banks. Schaefer finishing out 9th. I'm pretty sure Edmore is happy.
Oh, yeah. Well, what did it take? 63 laps, but it finally got exciting.
I'm not sure Schaefer is going to agree with you too much on that one.
I'm a spectator, not a racer in this one. Well, I mean, from a driver standpoint, you couldn't ask for a better race. No, very little cautions, good, clean driving all around from everybody in the field. From a spectator point of view, didn't have a lot of action, but it was a good race.
North South takes 1, 2. Drinking Bros take 3, 4, and 5. Is he driving to victory lane?
He's going backwards down pit road.
He is driving to victory lane. No. Yep, there, turn. There you go. There you go. Go find it. We got you.
Oh,
We got
yeah.
that camera over there for it.
I'd have never known how to get there. Look at that.
There's you the shot for you.
Love it.
Well, let's see if we can catch up. Jumped up there. If they follow the rules, they should be waiting.
I saw Jesse in there waiting.
There they are. They are all up there. Let's go ahead and grab Jesse. He was quiet this race. Didn't didn't really do much until you had to towards the end, man. Jesse, you snuck in and got that P3, man.
Yeah, I kind of cheated my way into that one. I had good call in there and took 2 tires. So
He did. You got the grip hacks?
yeah, yeah. I just crew chief got a good call there, and we only took 2. I had to sneak my way in there.
Whatever works, man.
I had to do something as I wasn't very good here tonight.
Phoenix is not one of my favorite tracks. I'm not good there. I'm not good at a lot of tracks, but I'm real bad at Phoenix. But good race. I mean, hell, half the game is just being there. And
Man, yeah, caution kind of helped me into that one. So I wasn't even a top 5 car really. Banks had a better car than me, and Schaefer then obviously spinning, and he had it wrapped up probably, but I don't know.
yeah, he's
I'm
probably
usually
beating
better than that
himself up.
here, but yeah, I'm sure he is. I'm usually better than that here, but I don't know. I couldn't figure it out in this car today.
Man, you're pretty far out on the playoffs, but this right here, you're sitting in 14th in the points. So that's going to help you tremendously. It may get you close with 2 more. I mean, going into the playoffs, top 8's making it. Iowa and Pocono, how you feel there? Because those we are going out the next 2 weeks.
Well, I really like. I'm usually pretty good at Iowa, but I don't know. Pocono's hit or miss. We'll have to see, but I haven't ran it much in this car. But I usually like Iowa, but I don't know. I'm usually better in this here, but we'll see what happens. I think I just missed too many races at the beginning. It's gonna hurt, but
Yeah, let's see. You've had 7 races.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all. That's almost half of, the points leaders.
yeah, I didn't get in here near in time. Wish I would have, but yeah, it is what it is.
Well, if you finish the season, I'll say this: if you finish the season, you should be eligible for. You will be eligible for Xfinity next season. Are you planning on moving up?
Yeah, I hope so. Xfinity car is usually what I drive. I love that car. I don't really want to go
N4.
above that, but yeah. I love these cars. Are a lot of fun to drive too, so I'll probably run both. But I don't really want to go under that A car. That thing's terrible.
The next gen.
Yeah, that thing. I don't like that. That thing does it. I can't feel it. Even with this freaking DD1, that thing feels terrible to me.
It takes some getting used to. It
Yeah.
does.
It seems to be more of a bottom feeder car, and I'm not a bottom feeder guy, so I don't know.
Well, man, those shout outs are yours with that podium, so you can have at it.
I gotta give a shout out to all the DVR guys. We had a few in here tonight. A lot of fun racing with these guys. You guys for putting on the broadcast, and the admins in here, everybody that runs the league. It's a lot of fun.
I need to come down there one night and hang out with them drinking brothers racing.
Yeah, we got a little buzz on tonight, so
I got one right
that's probably
now.
part of the reason. That's probably part of the reason I was having some issues. But the Lightning Kugels are tasting pretty good tonight.
Well, all right, man, we're gonna shoot you back down there to those guys and let you, dictate a plan for Iowa.
I appreciate it, guys. We'll see you there.
Have a good one, man. Good race.
I appreciate it.
Well, he talked about him sneaking in on it. I'm gonna tell you one that they was just riding, and he still managed to get a P2 after getting. He got popped pretty good on that caution, one of the only few cautions, but he was still able to save a P2. Hendricks, you survived, man.
Thankfully, that shouldn't have been. I shouldn't have had to survive anything. We were nice and easy and just coasting, and then lap car stuff. But
Yeah, I can't remember the car numbers, but I think the car in front of him checked up a little bit more than he thought he was going to, and then his car just got a little loose in the turn, and man, it came close to taking out Ed. You got into it a little bit, but not bad.
Yeah, it was a solid 30, 40 seconds. It didn't turn after that wreck. My right front was pretty dead. I don't know,
Oh,
like
really?
one car had been battling us forever and just kind of holding us up for a bit, and then we get to the other guy, and when we came out of two, the other lap car, whoever it was like scraping the inside wall, taking all the paint off. Don't know what happened. I didn't see any smoke, but but then once we caught him, one lap car went below another and came up and collected us, and I'm glad I didn't get hit because
It was
he
close.
yeah, it was close. I am thrilled that I kept the top three with the right front being kind of towed out or towed in. Yeah, whatever was wrong with it. Because I went as soon as we got out of pit road and I, wiggled my car around to see what it was gonna do. It wasn't fun,
Yeah, I've been there.
but I'll take it. I wasn't gonna win anyways. What's his name? Schaefer was faster than we were anyway, so I'll take lucking into a second.
Yeah, I'm sure he's pretty upset with himself.
Yeah, it just looked like he got loose. I mean,
He
it was
just got
it
a
was
little
cold
loose.
tires, and he was stuck on the inside and couldn't let it drift up. Like we had all
Yep.
done the whole race. It's
I'm
just
sure he was
sucks.
trying to stay with Ed there on exit and just probably gave it a little bit too much gas and turned it around.
Yeah, that's one of those occasions you're like, Ed said it on that last restart when I was on the outside. He was like, "Man, I wish we could pick where we restarted. I'd never let your ass out there." I was like, yeah, well, do what you can, and he still got me. I'm glad he
Yeah.
won though. He deserved it. He was faster than I was.
Well, you know the routine, Davey. You're up here enough. Whew.
Oh God, gotta think.
You bored him with it. You bored him with your interview, Davey. Damn.
Sorry.
You're like the relentless version of Chase Elliott.
No, I have way more personality than that. Don't you dare insult me by comparing me to that. I am not that vanilla.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that was low
I can
blow.
crack a smile. Damn.
Man, that was low blow. Shots fired.
I gotta thank all the sponsors: Swag Designs, Martin Sports, everyone that showed up tonight, everyone watching, all the admins that put this on, you guys up in the booth, all my teammates at North South. Like I said, I say it every week. I love our ARCA group. It's a good bunch. So I don't know what happened to Wages. He wasn't in Discord with us, but I know he dropped out.
Yeah.
That sucks. And then Senior's been having his computer issues he's had for a while.
Yep.
But it's a good group. I mean, Senior just sat down there and chilled out and talked with us the whole time. It's cool when we have teammates that you just like to talk to and be around. It makes it a lot better to be around.
I actually enjoy. I may be a little biased, but during the ARCA race, when I can be in the ARCA in our team chat, I like hanging out with all four of the ARCA drivers. They're fun to hang out with. They're just chill.
Yeah, I mean, I've known the Morrises for probably longer than I've been in Relentless and the previous iteration of it. So it's cool to race with them every week. It's a good bunch.
Yeah, they're good dudes. And for any ARCA drivers listening or watching this later, Christopher Wages almost every Thursday before the ARCA race will put up like a 2-3 hour just practice session. Everybody can just get in there and run.
Usually, because we have to do the 30 anyway, so me and Senior are in there a good bit. It's nice. It's good practice.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, man. We're gonna shoot you back down there. We're gonna get your teammate up here and let y'all have y'all celebration.
Yep, appreciate y'all.
Yep, good race, man.
Thank you.
Two down, the one to go. Man of the hour. Get that nice little view because I know that's what he's wanting.
Another north-south driver.
Well, Ed, north-south went 1-2.
Yay!
You survived.
Sure did.
Good race, Ed.
Thanks, man.
You had a pucker moment when you saw that caution. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you. How close was it in your mirror when you saw him come up the track?
I saw it out my window net. It was that
Yeah.
close. I
Yeah.
you know, when we come up, you know, because I was trying my hardest to get something on Josh so I could get around him, man. He was on a little bit fresher tires than I was, so it was really hard to beat him off the corner. You know, we were really close in pace, but there was a few times he was holding me up, and I'm just like, dang, I got to get around this guy. You know, I got to try to run down the leader, do what I can,
Yeah.
at least get away from Davey if I can, you know, because Davey was right on me, ready to make a move whenever, you know, whenever there was a mess up. So I had to try to do something, and yeah, we come up on that other guy that was kind of slow getting in the one, and he checked up, and I went to the outside, and I was like, okay. And then they went to side by side together, and I had a really good run on the outside. I was like, I'm gonna pass them both right here, so I just stomped her off the corner. And then as soon as we got off the corner, I could see the nose point through my window net, and I saw him coming. I was like, I just kind of just kept it in it.
Just
And
held it.
I saw the incident points come across my screen. I got a 4X out of that. It was that close. So he must have just barely
Oh,
nicked me
really?
a little bit of net code. I didn't really feel nothing. You know, it didn't upset the car or nothing. But man, it was close. It almost turned me around there. So I lucked out.
Yeah, it was I swear, if you'd have been going 2 mile an hour slower, that would have ended your race. I'm certain of it. It was
Oh, yeah.
close. And then on that restart, tell us about that restart for that first green-white checker.
Man, I knew that was it. I had to hit that perfectly. You know, I couldn't lag back. I had to hit it perfectly. I had to be almost to where I could beat him to the line almost, you know,
Yeah.
just to the point where I don't get penalized get that close. And I executed flawlessly, and I was able to drive it in hard on the corner on that outside and stick right with him. Had a really good run off of that corner, and you know, we got in the next corner, and I knew I was going to have to pinch him. I knew I was going to have to hold him tight, not let him come up to be able to drive straight off that corner. And I think I'm pretty sure I gave him enough room, but I know I had him tight, and I think he just, you know, it's so
Yeah.
hard trying to get through 1 and 2 there, you know, and trying to get back into the throttle, especially when you got a lot of wheel put into it. And I was making him put a lot of wheel into it by holding that line. And I don't know. I assume he just got in it a little bit too hard trying to stay to my inside and lost it. I don't know
Yeah,
if there was anybody that helped him or not, but
No, nobody helped. I was watching. I watched it a couple times, and I'd say, yeah, you were pinching him, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. But you are also giving him some room. You know, you weren't leaning on him or anything. I think he just gave it just a little too much gas on the exit and just kind of looped it around.
yeah, that's kind of what I kind of picked up on as much as I could from what I could see from my view. I haven't went back and watched it or nothing, but man, Brandon, he ran good all night long, just a dominant
yeah.
car, you know, right from the start. You know, he qualified on pole, led. I don't know if I led a lap except for the last couple. So, you know, he definitely had a strong car tonight. Definitely did a really good job. Unfortunate for him there toward the end. You know, that happens. That's happened to me before. It sucks, and I hope he doesn't beat himself up too bad because he definitely did a hell of a job tonight, and I look forward to racing with him throughout the rest of the season. He's definitely going to be a challenge. So.
Yeah, I think you set the fastest lap, and that lap was lap 73.
It was the last lap.
Yeah.
I was rolling. I was moving. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't want Davey to get to me.
I was telling Jeremy up here, I was like, yeah, I don't know what these two are going to do, if they're going to fight for a win. I'm pretty sure they're not going to wreck each other for a win, but they're probably going to fight each other for it a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, me and
why
Davey,
not,
we've been
right?
racing a long time. You know,
No, I know.
we've had these scenarios where we've been battling for wins and everything like that. And I don't know if we've ever had something to where it ended in hard feelings or anything like that, to where we got mad at each other. It's always been good, hard, clean racing with me and Davey. And you know, for the longest time, we didn't run on the same team. We was always against each other for the most part. This is, you know, the first opportunity here at Relentless and with North South Racing that we're actually get to work together and put our talents together, and it shows. Obviously, we're out there winning races and dominating points and stuff. So,
Oh yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
yeah, it is. I was telling Davey, I think the ARCA North South team right now is a really good group of guys. Like I enjoy hanging out down there when I can and during the ARCA race. It's just kind of chill.
Yeah, no, it's a good time. All the guys
Yeah.
down there.
That's how we
work
keep
really
North
well
South. We
together.
chill.
Yeah, you know, hopefully next season, man, we'll try to get Davey in the Cup Series. You know, that'd be awesome having him up there. I'm hoping to move up to the Cup Series next season, so that'd be awesome. Davey come with us.
Yeah, I know you qualified through the All-Star race. I unfortunately you can't be North-South because North-South's full, but ain't nothing to say we can't work together.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, brother,
You got
we
any
gonna-
shout-outs or anything?
Just everybody here at the league, everybody that works hard to put this thing on. You know, everybody does a great job, and I appreciate everybody's hard work. You guys at the broadcast putting this thing on every week, greatly appreciate it. All the fans, sponsors, everybody that contributes, and everybody at North South, appreciate it.
Right on, man. Senior gonna be back next week.
I hope so. He's supposed to have a new PC coming in tomorrow. I hope is what he's supposedly saying. Yeah, he's had all kinds of computer problems. We've been working pretty nonstop trying to get his stuff fixed, and
Really?
it's been beating us both up. So he said hell with it, and he ordered him
He
a new one. So
bit the bullet and was just like, screw it.
yeah.
Sometimes you gotta do that.
So hopefully we'll have him back in the car next week.
Right on.
You know, for the last couple races. You know, hopefully he put in a provisional tonight, so hopefully he didn't fall too far out of the points. We try to keep him in the top 8. You know, so we got some work to do the next couple weeks. Hopefully we can get him set up and get him rolling again.
He's been having the last couple races he was in. He was kind of there at the end on a few of them.
Yeah, no, he's been running
I
good.
know.
He's had
I
some
know
good
he
momentum.
has.
You know, took a little bit of hit. You know, we didn't get the double points race like some people did. But you know, we'll overcome it.
Oh, God.
Right on.
Here we go. All right, well, we're gonna.
I won't say any more on it.
On that note, we're gonna send you back down there to the north south, so y'all boys can celebrate.
I appreciate it, man.
Congratulations, Ed.
All right, yeah, good win, man.
Thanks, buddy.
And that before that can of worms gets opened up, let's go ahead and move it on. Well, Matt, it's done for, man. Morris snuck it in there. He fought for it, though.
Yeah, you did.
Iowa. How is that going to play out? 2 races left, then we start the playoffs.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
So make sure y'all here next week. Y'all can see how they're going to do in Iowa. On behalf of SBRN, Relentless Racing League, Matt, thanks for joining me again. See
No
y'all.
problem, man. I always enjoy coming up in the booth. I have a good time up here.
May have to do it again next week.
If I'm available.
Well, just buy a new computer and get divorced. You'll be good.
No, I
Anyway,
got the computer.
so we will see y'all next week. Stay safe, and we can't really say anything about COVID no more. It's kind of disappearing. So we'll see y'all next week.
Y'all have a good one.